Hi everyone, I hope this message finds you well, and I also hope that you guys had some time last week to kind of integrating what we have gone through the last the last cycle of the eclipse season. So I hope to have time to kind of be able to let what need to let go, and then be able to kind of integrating the newness, the course correction that the universe kind of tuck you back in. So this week, it has a pretty powerful astrological aspect that I find it to be very supportive if you dare to do things a little differently. We have Saturn is direct in Pisces, so whatever karmic lesson that you may have in that Pisces house placement that started in June is basically wrap itself up. And what I love about Saturn is that Saturn can be like a great teacher, kind of a tough teacher sometimes, but if you are willing to invest yourself in a longer game, a longer vision of yourself, Saturn can be a wonderful teacher, because Saturn creates stability. Saturn creates a container for the water, for the imagination, which is literally in Pisces, for your dream to come to fruition. So Saturn is direct now, so whatever you guys were working towards back in June, now is coming to be like you start to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more secure in your direction, a little bit more. There might be something that you need to just still shake it off and coming up against, but that's part of the alchemizing process, so bringing into form. So it's kind of almost like the vision that I'm getting is that, if you have an egg and you want a hard-boiled egg, sometimes that egg needs some time, needs some heat, needs some patience for it to become, the thing that you want it to be. So we also have Mercury square Saturn on Friday. So this could be a time where you get to set your boundaries about the way you communicate, or maybe be able to edit out what is unnecessary, because Mercury will be in Sagittarius, and at time when Mercury in Sagittarius, wow, it's really powerful and can be, in the highest aspect, can be very fun and jolly. But it's also sometimes I feel that Mercury in Sagittarius, sometimes we can be too dogmatic about our truth, and we don't hear other people's voices that doesn't match ours. And this can be the time that can cause a little bit of kind of tension in some conversation, but it also can be a really powerful time that Saturn is luckily in Pisces, is kind of soften it a bit for you to be able to just speak your truth and standard boldly. And I find that in life, the most transformative time, the time that you grow the most, is always more than 95% of the time is come during the time that is bring you discomfort. But those discomfort bring grit. Those discomfort bring foundation that you can hold on to for a long period of time. It's not just a blissful moment of euphoria, but it's rather something that is sustainable and expansive. Mars is opposite Uranus on Saturday. So this could be many things. Could be disruption of anger. Could be also be careful driving. Pay attention. People can make some rash decision. But it also can be a really palpitating placement for you to get very clear about new way of acting, new way of showing up in the world. Mars is in the sign of Scorpio. Mars do like be in Scorpio, and in what way that when Mars is in Scorpio is about in what way that you can be brave about that hidden part of you, the part of you that afraid to be revealed, or a part of you that's in its opposite Uranus, a part of you that want to do something different and adventurous, and to be in your wildness. So it can be a really powerful opportunity for you at time to stand true to your voice and your truth. And there will also might be an opportunity that may show up for you where people may challenging your perspective, but you have an opportunity to also be audacious and be curious in what way that you would do things differently. And I pre-pulled a card for us. So we have Two of Wands, beautiful, amazing person here with the blue lotus staff here. We also have the 6th house. We have home. So when I see these 3 cards together, to me, in the traditional tarot card deck, the Rider-Waite, you see a man holding a globe in his a globe in his hand, looking out to the horizon, and there are two wands, and he's just looking out into the new vision, new adventure, new way of traveling into the world, see the world. And for me, this is, I feel like this is probably a noble man in ancient Egypt. He has the snake, the cobra, on his head, and that is about the cobra is connecting to the vision to see the truth in other, the truth in self, and the 2 blue lotus that represent intuition. That's represent also way to connect to the divine. And blue lotus has so many other meanings that I would not go into, but to me this is about you paving the way through your intuition, through your vision, through a long game. As you see in the Rider-Waite, you see this vision that is in the far distant, ability for you to create a sustainable action step. 6th house is about consistency and daily routine, and also about pets sometimes. Ability for you to cast a vision, trust in it through your intuition, even though you may not see how everything play out yet, but willing to have a daily step that is maybe different than normally how I would do, but be able to build it consistently. And I think this is about coming home to yourself, coming home to the new version of you that are emerging. And I can see that I have seen in my own life, and also in the connection with other people, that people kind of emerging the part of themselves that they never revealed before, or the part of themselves that have been kind of curious to express and do, but always kind of like, oh my God, I know what other people are gonna think, so I'm not gonna do it, but then suppressing it. But now I think it's coming up, and it's almost like the vision that I see is like as if you start walking for the first time, or you're trying a new outfit that you never wear before. It may take other by surprise, that Uranian energy, but don't let that surprises or that reaction change the course of your vision. Because I think that it's important to see that sometimes the discomfort can be, as sexy as, the blissful, joyful moment of things turning out the way you want to. Because those discomfort, those things that coming to say like, no, I can't deal with, the newness in you or whatever, those discomfort give you an opportunity to make your yeses even louder, make to yeses to who you are and yourself and your vision even louder. So it's create sustainability, create powerful foundation, create grit within yourself, and it's amplify divine will within you for you to emanate and shine and evolve another layer of who you are. So I hope this message touched your heart in some way. I hope that, we get to connect sometime one-to-one. And I just want you to remember that things may feel a little wonky right now because we just kind of basically go through the karma cleansing from June to now. And now we just like, oh yeah, I don't want to be that way anymore. I don't want to do business this way anymore. I don't want to be treated in this way anymore, X, Y, and Z. But now you start to implementing a new way of you interacting with those around you and everything in the world. I know that it can feel a little scary because it's something that, you're not used to, but just trust that the more you lean into making choices of what is exciting to you, and you no longer overworked for anyone or dim yourself or other people comfort, the more it will become your second nature. This is how we get to embody the part of us that may be hiding, and the more you practicing it and take it into action, the more it will literally click into your auric system and your body. So I hope you have a beautiful week, and see you next week. And next week we have new moon in Scorpio. Sending you so much love.